We have a television here that's possessed. It just gets louder and softer and louder and softer. Anyway, I'm getting ready to cook. I woke up feeling better this morning, kind of like a heavy weight lifted off my shoulders. It's so unfortunate and ugly what happened yesterday between myself and my sponsor, but I don't take any responsibility for it. It probably sounds terrible, but I didn't do anything. I merely exerted a few boundaries and showed a little autonomy, and the way she acts and the rhetoric she spouts and the way she went about it just reminded me way too much of the cult. And it's very by design. It's really designed to keep people entrenched in the circular, the circuitous recovery route of just staying in that group and with no thought of an outside life. And that's exactly the way the cult was for me growing up. You had to do things a certain way. You had to have a mindset. You were sort of broken down. You were kind of made to not trust your own thoughts. There was always this war going on within you. This duplicity and this lack of trust in yourself, and you're powerless and you're just riddled with character defects, and you're this and you're that, and oh, but we want you to love yourself. Oh, but you're not you, it's your disease. A lot of doublespeak, a lot of contradictions, a lot of cognitive dissonance, gaslighting, and I'm not going to delete her last couple of texts to me. I almost want to be able to refer to them and see them so that I can realize, I'm not crazy. Those are ways that someone actually tried to sponsor me, and it's really toxic. If you don't have anything in life, if you don't have boundaries and a sense of yourself, which does not mean you think you're perfect, it means that you live with the freedom of choice and accepting your own consequences and realizing that there's no group or entity that can make a person drink or not drink. It's the power of suggestion that can be used for positive means, or it's the exact same ingredients as what goes on in cults that can make a person believe anything that an outside force tells them. I do not believe Bill Wilson is some kind of a guru or a god. I think he had a good idea, and I still think that there's good ideas and concepts and sort of ideals and theories to the 12-step programs, but it gets a bit much, and it gets a bit ego driven and agenda driven, and I'm not here for it. And this is now my third video about it. Anyway, I went grocery shopping today. I got my watch fixed. I picked up some meds. I made some phone calls. I sent out more of my poems. Things are really being checked off my list. That bitch can think I'm not sober and I'm not putting recovery first, but fuck that, because I'm living a good life right now. I'm not craving a drink. I'm not on a pink cloud. I'm not believing in any of that psychobabble, mumbo jumbo that even though millions believe in it, it doesn't mean it's right. Does it sound like strong speech to say AA is a cult? Is a cult always bad? Is it a cult that heals and cures? Like that Time magazine article from years ago, It was a good article, actually. It was very well written. It said, on the cover of Time, AA, the cult that cures. And it, you get out of it what you put into it, meaning it's almost like a placebo. If you're doing something that you think is what's keeping you on the straight and narrow, then by all means do it. But when you're then starting to live your life in a sober way, and someone's telling you you're not sober because you're not doing it our way or my way, in the case of my sponsor, and it was downright eerie when she came to my house and called me twice, I know you're there, come out and talk to me. That's fucked. And I also found it eerie when I told her I had to go in for an ultrasound, and she says, did you make that appointment after you knew that we were supposed to meet and go to a meeting? And I said, my health is my priority. I gotta go, there's the phone again.